Alright guys, so in the previous part you had seen how we can remove the matching letters and check if we have to proceed with finding matching letters again, or we can proceed with the counting of the letters. So we had run it using a loop. So I hope you went through this thing. You could understand this snippet. So please spend some time here. It's just a matter of time. If you spend some time, you can easily understand what this is, what is the strategy we are using. You can understand it. So okay, by here we have taken two lists. We have obtained two lists, and there is no matching letters between these two lists. So now what should we do? We should go with counting. How many letters are left out now? So now there is no matching letters. Now we have reached at that position, J, A and PRI. There is no more matching letters. Now we should start counting. So how will we do that? We'll do that. We'll take a variable, say count. Just for counting, we are counting how many letters are left out. So let me say count. It is nothing but length of the list L1 and length of the list L2. Right, am I right? Because JA is the list L1 that is left out to you. PRI is the list L2 that is left out to you. The length of the first list is 2, the length of the second list is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5 is what you want to compute, right? So that's what you're doing. So we should declare the result now after going through the flames letters, and we should declare the result. So let me say that is result. Let me make use of a list. Result. The first element is flames F. F for friends. So let me say friends. The next is love. L for love. F L A for affection. M for marriage. E for enemy, and S for siblings. Right. So this is my result array. So along this I have to iterate. If it is 5, I have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am at enemy, so I should cut off it. I should take the right part, then I should take the left part, concatenate it. That will be my new result, and there I have to proceed. That's how I had done, right? So if you remember, if you would check through the very first screencast video of this flames, you would understand. You can check through it if you are confused here. That's how we generally do. We'll stop at a place, we'll cross out that word, and then we'll take the right part, then we'll take the left part. That's how we'll do. That's the trick here. Had it been just remove, I could have done something like that, and I would say I can start from friends. That's very easier. But the trick here is you have to, if you had stuck that enemy, you have to start from siblings. You cannot start from friends. That's where the knack here is. So there you have to do it. And so let me start coding. So let me say, where should I stop at this? So I have to keep counting this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that case. What if some other names are given and some 10 letters are in common? There are just 6 flames, F, L, A, E, M, S. There are just 6 items. There are 10 letters in common. What will you do? You will have to again start your counting of 7 from here, right? From friends, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7 will, friends will again be counted as 7. L is 8, A is 9. That's how you will count it, right? And 10 is M. So that is your fourth element. So 10 mod 6 is your 4. That's your fourth element you want. That is as per the human's perspective. So modularity. Modular operator is what we are using here. That is, we want to again come back to the starting point and count it. This is what we call as modular counting. You keep counting. If you reach the end, you come back to the starting point and resume your counting. That's what you will be calling it as modular counting. And in our computation, it is the fourth element, but as per the computer's indexing, it is 1 less, right? The computer's indexing starts from 0. We start counting from 1. So it's 1 less. We have to take care of it. So my resulting index, where should I make a split? So I am standing at enemy, so I should make a split, the right part and left part, and I should concatenate it, right? That's what I have to do, right? So where should I make a split? I should find that index. Let me call it as split index. It's easier if I give such a name. So split index is nothing but I have to find the count modulo operator I have to use, because if I exhaust the list, I'm coming back to the starting point and counting, right? So I have to use the modular operator. This is called modular counting. So I have to count it modulo length of the list. My list is result. I'll find the length, that is 6, count modulo 6. That is the human index, and it differs from computer index by 1, so I have to subtract 1. So let me compute this first, and from this value I have to subtract 1. So by brackets I mean first compute this value, count modulo length of the result, and then from that resulting value subtract 1. That's why I'm giving a bracket, and then you put minus 1. Okay, this is my split index. If my split index is what are the values this can take? Can it take negative values? Just think for some time. Yes, it can take negative value, because if there are 6 letters in common, just count F, L, A, E, M, S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At siblings you will be standing. You cut off that part, and to the right you have nothing. So what will you say? The count was 6. 6 mod 6. It is 0 minus 1. It will say minus 1. So it will say minus 1, which is out of the range of the list, right? So it can take negative values. So if it takes positive values, you have to process it in a different way. If it is stuck at some middle point, it will take a positive value. If it is stuck at some of the ends, it may take a negative value. So in that case, that is if I am stuck at siblings, there is no right half, right? So I should concatenate just the left half. So in that case, I should process it differently if it is a positive and a negative value. So first let us see how to process if it is a positive value. Then we will see for negative value. So let us see if split index is a positive value. By positive, what do I mean? It is greater than or equal to 0. If that is a positive value, what should I do? I have a right half and I have a left half. So right half is nothing but I should start at this. I have to slice the result list, right? So again here list slicing comes into play. So I have to slice the right half. So this is my split index. I have to start at the next point and go till the end. So I should say split index plus 1. I have to start at this index and go till the end. Just think for some time why I am giving this index. You'll get it. Because we want the right half. And the next is left half. I want to consider everything except this split index. So what should I give as an end index? Split index. Because the end index is by default ignored by this slicing functionality. So I want to ignore this thing, so I am giving that deliberately. So I don't need to give a start index because I want it from the beginning. So that's the default value will be taken. So I want to give the end index as this split index. So at this split index, I want to take the left half. The right half and left half is available. So how should you get the new result? Right half followed by the left half, right? This will be your new result. This is the case you have to do in case of, this is the thing you have to do in case you are stuck up at a point somewhere in the middle. Then you will get a positive value of split index and you can do this. In case you are stuck at this point, you are getting a negative value of split index. In that case, what should you do? You should just take the left half. So left half is nothing but that would appear only when you are stuck at the last value. When you are stuck at the last value, when your split index is the last one. So in case if there are 6 common letters, you will be stuck at siblings. There is no right half. That's when you will get a negative split index. So in that case, what should you do? You should just take the right half. That is, wherever you are stuck, that split index must be ignored and the other things must be taken, right? So whatever is the length of the result at that particular point, that must be, the last element must be ignored. The other elements must be taken. Whatever is your result, the last element at that point must be ignored and the other must be taken, right? We'll do that. Okay. So how do we do it? The last element has to be ignored, the others has to be taken. So I'll do the slicing appropriately. I'll say result is nothing but whatever is in the initial halves, I don't care. I just want to cut off the last element. So the last element must be ignored. If I just say length of the result, what happens? The entire list would be taken. But I don't want the last element, so I should ignore the length -1. That particular thing has to be taken care of. Why do we give -1? Because I want to ignore the last element. So I'll give length of my result -1. So the last element is ignored and you got the result, right? So this has to be repeated, right? This will be run for one iteration. Like that you have to repeat it till your result array so your result array is being sliced, right? So at every iteration, one of the element F, L, A, E, M, S, one of them is getting cut. So the result array size reduces by 1 at every instance. When the result array becomes of size 1, you have to stop and say whatever is left out is my result, right? So you have to repeat this process. So I'll use a loop here. I'll do as long as the length of my result array is greater than 1. So as long as there are more than 1 elements, you keep counting. As long as there are more than 1 elements, you keep counting and you split the array into the left and right halves. Do accordingly. You do that. If you get just exactly 1 element, you stop at that position. So now when this loop comes to an end, what happens? There is just, we have put it in a loop so that it gets repeated as long as there is just 1 element left out in the array. And when the loop comes to an end, what happens? There is just 1 element present in the array and that is your result. So what should I print? I should print what is there in my result. Result, it is a list, right? So it will be printed with square brackets. I want to print it without square brackets and there is just 1 element present that I know. So how would I say? Result of 0. Just the first element, whatever is the element, just print that answer. That's what we are doing here. Okay, I'm sorry, here is an invalid syntax. I have to give the name of the array, right? Result. So I have done that. Okay, so any other place? Okay, yeah, this is where I have taken and fine. I guess everything is fine. Okay, so now let me run it. Before that, let me restore this view. Okay, here is the console. So here we have written the code. Maybe you can revise here. You can say, take a pause here and revise what happens. Now we'll run it. Let us run the code. Let's run. Alright, now let us run the file. Let me see, it's asking for person 1 name. Let me say Ajay. Person 2 name, it says, let me say Priya. See, it has written friend as the result. So like this, you can input any names and yes, it will compute the flames as per the game and you will get the result. Please do try this, as well as if you have some other strategies of doing it, please try that too and discuss with us on the discussion forum. We'll be very happy to help you with different ways of solving the same thing. It's actually interesting. The game looks very simple, but when you try coding, there are different things to be considered, like the modular counting, and you have to consider the right half, then the left half. You cannot consider from the first, and you cannot consider the common letters among the same name. You should consider it among the different names. It's all like there are some intricacies which we are doing it very easily if we do it manually. But when you are writing a code, there comes a lot of logical thinking. So you should practice more of such things. And also, please do discuss if you have played some other games in your childhood. You try coding it and discuss with us what are you have tried and what all you have played. Or if you want to try for something, also you please discuss in the discussion forum. We'll try helping you out with whatever you want to code. So literally you can code anything. All that is needed is some logical thinking. That's it. So you explore, keep exploring a lot, and this is how you can learn. Keep exploring, keep practicing. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.